the theme for the year is Accelerate Action, which is a command to all women around the world that we must speed up our actions of empowering other women to find their voice, to find their seat, to find their power, to be the best of themselves, because being smaller does not add to anybody else. It simply takes from you. And to use every opportunity that is available for them to help themselves, but also to help other people, including women, especially women, to be the best of themselves. My specific topic today is about women in leadership, talking about success strategies, and maybe I'll share a few war stories. You know, the reality is, it doesn't matter what opportunities you have. What matters is what opportunities you're willing to take. It doesn't matter how many doors are open before you. What matters is how many doors are you willing to walk through. Now, taking the opportunities or walking through the doors is then about you. Because the world is never going to give you anything on a platter of gold. But there will be moments that the doors will be open, and it's about who has the courage to walk through it. There will be moments when opportunities will be given. It's about if you take it or reject it, or you take it and use it for greater good, so that that door becomes the first of many other doors for greatness. So my challenge to you this morning is first you to ask yourself, who are you? What do you want out of your life? How far do you want to go? What path do you want to follow? How do you want to finish life? When you're 70, you're 80, you're 90, you're 100, choose whatever number you want. When you get to the end of the race and you look back, what do you want to look back and see? What is that story? Because, you know, a journey that is undefined becomes a more difficult journey to actualize. But when you take the time to try and figure where you want to go, when life presents you options, as it usually does, it makes it easier for you to know which option is best for you. All that glitters is not gold. We women know that more than anybody else. But making the choice to follow route A, route B, route C is key to how we finish the end story that we envision, that we perceive, that we desire, where we'd like to finish. Choosing the people that we journey with along the way will make a difference. Starting from the kind of friends that you choose for yourself. You might have had a certain set of friends from primary, from secondary school. You might have walked the journey together up to a point. But you know, Yoruba people of Nigeria say that 20 children do not work together for 20 years. There's a reason they say that. It's because as we all move forward, life disperses us. Now, the challenge is, when life disperses us for different reasons, sometimes we hold on to people that need to move away from our lives, or we stick with people that we need to move away from, because the factors of life, the choices they have made, the values they have chosen, the kind of brand they have chosen to build for themselves, the things they have done, the way they have played out their character and their humanity, should be factors that help us to determine if these are the ones we want to hold on to or the ones that we must let go. Because for the season of life that we're in, they have no value to add. Now, I'm a firm believer in owing no man nothing but love, which means never shut a door. You must at least be able to say, good morning, hello, how are you? But you must know the ones that are your confidants, the ones that you empower to influence and to challenge you and to hold you accountable, for the journey of your life. And that includes your spouse. If you're young in this room and you're single, it's really critical that if you want to succeed in life to the highest level as a leader in any field, you need to intentionally choose your spouse, a person who admires, appreciates, celebrates the gifts of God in you, a person who has the capacity to encourage, to lift you up when you're down, to support you, to hold you, to walk you through your toughest seasons without losing faith. You need that kind of a spouse in your life, a believer of your skills, of your talent, of your goodness, of your opportunity, the ones that will push you forward and not pull you down. So you need to make those choices and understand that they will make a difference in your life. Now, outside of that, you must choose what values you want to live your life by. I know for a lot of people, this sounds like choosing the hard route. However, a life without clear values of what your right is, what your wrong is, how you want to respond to situations, is a life at risk. You might, without any clear, determined, sustainable values, succeed for a short while. You might even seem to succeed for what seems like a long while, but there's always a payday. What is consistent for all time is what is right to do. And doing what is right in all seasons is protective of you for all times. Now, there are times it will seem like you're slower, you're punished for your values because of the environment where you operate and the kind of people along your path. But it's okay, because sometimes we have to pay a price for the things that we believe. And there's nothing more satisfying that gives you peace of mind, like knowing that you have stood for your belief and you have stood for the right thing. Which is why the relationships you build, the circle you surround yourself with is important. If your friends or your husband share the same values with you, then you will not feel alone in the seasons that you're in a battle of values. You will feel the support, the encouragement, and the upliftment of the people around you who share your values. They would walk you through that season, and it would make it easier for you to stand. In the moments where you're fighting a battle of values, matters of character, when you feel weak and you're feeling pushed in the wrong direction, if you have in advance intentionally chosen for yourself a circle of influencers, your husband, your friends, mentors, and all of that, who can hold you accountable, but also uplift you when you're down, they will help you to walk through that season without losing who you are in the season. Those are important opportunities. One more thing I'd like you to always remember, that for a woman who wants to go far, who wants to lead, she must have the courage to take up challenges. How do challenges come? They come in the form of opportunities. Challenges are opportunities. When you are challenged to take up a higher assignment or a bigger task and all of that, when opportunities are presented to be part of a project, even though it looks like more work, sometimes it is good work. One is added knowledge, is added team building, is added network, but is also a chance to show what you're made of. It's a chance to show that you're a good worker, you're a value addition, and that you're willing to do more where you get the opportunity to. And that always tends to move your journey forward. Be respectful always. Remember, your journey, the path of your journey, is filled with human beings, up and down. Human beings up and human beings down. We tend to know how to be respectful of people upwards, and then we look down at people downwards. However, my lesson in life has shown me that there are people down that have value to give you, and there are people up that have value to give you. Men, women, children, adults, rich, poor, they're all human beings. Develop the habit of treating people right. Develop the habit of showing everyone respect. Develop the habit of respecting the value that people bring into your life, even if they serve you at a lower level. Whatever that value is, no matter how small it is, it's an addition to your life, and you must respect them. The day you know the real value of people is when that value that you think is nothing is withdrawn. And then you realize the real cost of having had that person in your life. You don't want to get to a drastic situation before you realize that. So as a woman who wants to go far, who wants to lead change, who wants to make change, who wants to rule the world, you have to learn to handle human beings like they matter, treat them like they're valuable because they are, treat them with respect, treat every human being like you would like to be treated. You have to learn to be clear about what your values are and to live out your values, even in the most difficult moments. You have to learn to be an encourager of other people because, every seed of encouragement you sow into the lives of others, you will have a chance to reap somewhere along the line. You have to spend time to have some clarity about where you want to go so that when life offers you challenges or opportunities or multiple routes, you can make the right choice because that choice will be aligned to what your end vision is. It's always important to realize none of us is an island to ourselves. The real value that we're able to create is because many other people join hands with us to make it easier for us to live our life. Learning how to live collaboratively, not always competitively, is what will make a difference to our journey. Because you see, when many people lift you up, the weight becomes lighter, and it's easier for you to cross many boundaries in order to get to your high ground.